Sure, Dave. Thank you. Many players on their best behavior to start the year. Do things get more chippy as the season goes on?
If you were in a marriage, Kevin, let's say, and you are. Let's say you had what's called the honeymoon phase.
Yes.
Right around December, that's about your 5th year of marriage. And guys start to think about, you know what, I keep seeing you every day, and I don't like how it is that I'm playing, and I don't like where we are right now. It's cold in this gym. What is going on? That might spill over occasionally to competition on the floor.
Well, because my wife plays this game, watches our broadcast,
yeah.
I'm always in the honeymoon stage.
I'm looking at you, Kevin, and I cannot believe you just said that.
I can't believe she's playing it. Now, we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Doncic and Porzingis, the incredible forward pair. DeJuan Wright is out there with Lee, and it's Kleba in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for New Orleans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram is out there with J.J. Redick, and it's Favors in at the center, filling out the middle. Redick is in the corner. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
One of the best at moving without the ball. Catch and shoot opportunity for J.J. Redick.
Wright looking around. Knocked away. And stolen by Favors. The finish. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Capitalizing on the error, grinding out points. You gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
Outside, Porzingis. And that time, also a missed shot. The Pelicans have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Porzingis against Holiday. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And the more you hear about Jrue Holiday, a magnetic personality. He really connects with his teammates.
It'll be very interesting to watch the growth of Jrue Holiday in that aspect this year, Kevin, with all of the additions of young, unrealized talent. Zion Williamson, Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram. Jrue Holiday has got to be much more of a conductor this year, along with keeping his levels of performance elite.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one.
Well, Jrue Holiday and his brother Justin had some hard-fought games in the driveway. I know a little bit about that. We never ever finished those games, Kevin. Too much fighting going on. And by the end of it, both Jrue and Justin Holiday find themselves in the NBA.
And he's good on the second. And Brent, that fierce, competitive nature for Jrue Holiday, still there to this day.
Yeah, so much talk from his coach, Alvin Gentry, about Jrue working himself constantly to exhaustion, just continuing to push the limits. And he'll sit at his locker and take a long shower. He doesn't want to move till his body recovers. He knows how important this game is to him and how important now he is to the Pelican franchise moving forward.
It's deflected.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. His long reach really allowing him to collect a good number of block shots.
Ball, the bounce pass. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Just 5 on the clock. Ingram finds Ball. Favors trying to break free. Ball no good.
And there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
That one goes. Count it.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Stolen away. Ball's knocked loose. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Here's Ingram. They can't stop the run with that one. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 2. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Problematic or an Achilles heel for a lot of young bigs is consistency from the free throw line. Really hasn't been a problem for Porzingis.
The first one falls. And Greg, as many expected, Porzingis getting a huge deal from Dallas to keep him a Mav for a long time.
The Mavs feel he can be better than he was before the injury. Love the idea of pairing him long-term with Doncic. Signed him to a lengthy and sizable deal to be the core of their future.
That one is no good. And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And this matchup with Dallas, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams. And let's check out stats for J.J. Redick. Some last season stats for him. Last season, he averaged 18 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Yeah, this is what you love about him, the confidence on that mid-range.
That's a staple of his offensive attack, and proving once again he can do some damage from that area.
Porzingis finds Wright. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, a rock solid 79%.
And it's tied up with that one. The Pelicans have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Favors looking over the floor. And Redick kicks to Ingram. 6 on the shot clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Ball. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Ball's got 5.
And Ball is a gifted shooter, someone that excels at scoring the ball even when the coverage is tight.
Porzingis passes to Wright. Lee outside. Back to Wright. There's the pass to Porzingis. Over Holiday, and Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Wright. 5 points in the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Outside Holiday. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
That's a beautiful shot there for Drew. Defenses have to account for Drew Holiday out there behind the arc.
Doncic against Redick. They get a hand on it. Doncic kicks to Kleba. Back to Doncic. Takes the 13-footer. The kick out to Wright. Lee outside. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Lee does a great job of sticking with it and then finding a teammate.
Ball, the pass to Ingram. Ball feeling it out a bit. Favors finds Ingram. And here's Redick. Again, the Pelicans score.
How about the ball handling shown there from J.J. Redick? Shifty and nifty getting that one done.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And I love the way they just came right out at them in that game, determined to attack the rim.
And it led to them getting a bunch of points at the free throw line. So that aggressiveness caused foul trouble for their opponent. It was a great aggressive attitude that they played with.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Jackson comes in for Luka Doncic. Hardaway's checked in for Lee. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Wright. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Pelicans leading by 3.
Alvin Gentry has seen a lot in his time around the NBA, and last year in New Orleans, really no different. With injuries and trade demands from their top player, it was about trying to keep things together. I don't know, maybe the reward of all that was the roster that he has in front of him now.
Mavericks trail by 3. Brunson scanning the floor. With some arc, and it's good on the layup. And sometimes when a new front office takes over, a coaching change comes next. But Alvin Gentry continues as head coach with the Pelicans.
Well, a good reason for that is the previous relationship that Alvin Gentry had with David Griffin during their times in Phoenix. They've done a tremendous job of setting the table here. A new infusion of talent, different coaches, a change in front office, a new direction from the ownership group, and this is going to give Alvin Gentry the runway to grow and learn with some tremendous young players.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Curry's checked in. Brunson the pass to Hardaway. Outside Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. These are the players who had the most success from deep last season. Look at Curry, third in the NBA. He's someone that if you leave him alone, he's going to knock it down.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
Here's Hart, guarded by Hardaway. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. Kicks it to Curry. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, I mean, their execution at times was flawless, but they also made some mistakes that ultimately did them in.
Well, they had the home fans worried for a little bit. I know that.
Shot clock at 3. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Pass to Curry. Back to Brunson. Passes it to Finney-Smith. He dishes it to Hardaway. Outside Curry. But they recover it. A second chance effort. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
It feels like he can take on anyone on the inside. Hardaway Jr. loved the aggressive attitude there.
And really, for a good portion last season, Tim Hardaway acted as the main source of points for the Knicks. It ends up more of a volume scorer, a role that he's going to have to develop.
That free throw good from Hardaway. And for Hardaway, he was putting up points last season, but the percentages, Greg, were down across the board.
And I think what we found out about him is that he's probably not best suited to be your primary scorer. Very capable of getting buckets, but you don't want him putting up more than 15, 18 shots a game for you.
Hardaway hits them both. Are there any players, Brent, you have been surprised with how good they've become?
Well, last year, the evolution of Pascal Siakam and what he was able to do in Toronto was just out of nowhere. And what an incredible run he had, being a huge part of getting that team into the NBA Finals for the first time. Canada saw finals basketball, the birthplace of basketball.
The Toronto Huskies, you're right.
Pascal Siakam last year was such a huge eye-opener.
How about his game 1 in the finals? Unbelievable.
Tremendous and great confidence, and the way that he can play, Kevin, very difficult to match up against. Shooting threes, transition, long on defense. It'll be interesting to see in the years to come how far Pascal Siakam comes in the league.
Here's Okafor, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The Pelicans have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Okafor. Both free throws good from Okafor. Mavericks trailed by 3. A minute 50 left here in the opening quarter. Stolen. Moore outside. And the Pelicans miss again.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Here's Brunson. Rebounded by Moore.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Alexander Walker passes to Hart. It's deflected. Brunson with it. 9-point game his last outing. Hardaway finds Curry. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Pelicans leading by 3. And it's Moore penetrating to the inside. And it's Melly missing. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Runs in the pass to Jackson. Dallas moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Poked loose. Here's Alexander Walker. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Melly. Out left to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Off target at the rim. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Pelicans ahead, up 3. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
Pelicans leading by 3. They've got each one more. Hart is out there with Jahlil Okafor. And it's Melly in at the power forward. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's Hart, guarded by Kerr. Hart the pass to Moore. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
New Orleans has gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game.
Well, this season, the Pelicans finally getting themselves their own G League affiliate, the Erie Bayhawks in Pennsylvania. And in 2022, they'll move closer with renovations to the Legacy Arena in Birmingham, Alabama. And when that's completed, it's really going to help out the young core and the draft picks that have been collected by David Griffin to do some player development that's going to keep this team competitive for a very long time.
And he knocks down the first one. And Brent, kind of a musical chairs situation for the Bayhawks, the original franchise, this season moving to College Park, Georgia, to become the Skyhawks.
That's right. That team was affiliated with the Atlanta Hawks, and now the Pelicans take over for the next 3 years in Erie with the new Bayhawks franchise before that move to Alabama in 2022.
You know, so many great dribblers, ball handlers in this league right now. Who's the best at shooting off the bounce?
Well, 3 prime candidates to do that, Kevin, exist at the point guard position, and I put James Harden in the point guard category with how much he has the ball. Harden, Kyrie, Steph Curry, 3 great names that are able to find their way to get the ball into the shooting pocket. No matter where they move, off the dribble, finding consistency. It's a really sought-after attribute in the players who are coming up now because of how impactful these guys have been.
Free throw good, Curry. So for the Pelicans, Favors comes in for Okafor, and it's Drew Holiday in for Hart. White, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And both free throws good for Curry.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. And there's the pass to Favors. The 11-footer. Yep, that one goes. Favors has got 6 points.
And man, can that guy shoot a turnaround jumper or what? Almost an impossible shot to defend.
Doncic kicks to Kleba. Right, the pass to Doncic. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. Here's Kleba. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
And looking now at the numbers for Brandon Ingram. Good season for him last year. Averaged 18 points per, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
Moore against Doncic. Over Moore. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from Doncic.
And the level of concentration that Doncic has, even under pressure, this guy is cool as a cucumber.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Curry dishes to Doncic. Over Moore. Doncic, no good.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
The offensive rebound.
Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. The Pelicans making a switch here. Redick is checked in. Porzingis is checked in for the Mavericks. And that one misses. Mavericks trail by 5. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And how about the numbers here for Drew Holiday? Great showing for him last season. 5th in assists. And of course, he's got a nose for the ball. He ranked in the top 10 in steals last season.
And as you said, dishing out dimes at a top 5 pace, he was in total command of the offense last season. Look for more good things to come. The free throw drops for Curry.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
And both free throws good for Curry. Here's Alexander Walker. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Poked away. It's stolen by Curry. And now here comes Wright leading the break. Here's Doncic. Another shot. And the layup is up and in. Doncic has got 4 points this quarter.
And you want more of this from Doncic. He's good at reading shot trajectories. Love his aggressiveness.
Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game. And don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
Alexander Walker passes to Holiday. Favors trying to break free.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7-foot, 6-inch tall wingspan of Kristaps Porzingis.
Doncic dishes to Wright. Clock at 6. Pass to Kleba. Puts up a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Kleba's got the lead up to 4 now for the Mavs.
Well, he's got that height advantage, and out on the perimeter, a smaller defender is just not going to contest.
And Favors kicks to Redick. Looking to end the run, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And perimeter shooting never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's MO all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Redick. And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment.
Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And both free throws good for Redick.
It feels like J.J. Redick has every part of this game buttoned up, especially when it comes to getting high percentage and quality shots.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. And that will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Passes the ball. From deep. Second chance shot. Favors can't get it to go.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Right against ball. Right, the pass to Kleba. Now Doncic. Right outside. 5 to shoot. Pass to Porzingis. From deep three-point range. Here's Doncic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
The Mavericks have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. And the first one drops.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
All free throws good from Doncic. Pelicans trail by 7. Now here's Ball. He has 5. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Here's Dallas. They're on an 18-6 run. Now Wright. Here's the teardrop. He lays it in. Wright's got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs.
Pretty unselfish play there, right? Porzingis finding the open man, and he's more and more comfortable and more aware of everything going on around him.
And again, no good by New Orleans.
And they continue to control the glass.
And it's Wright missing. New Orleans has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Redick against Doncic. Knocks it loose. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. You know, Brent, something other major sports do, reseeding during the playoffs. So the highest seeds always will play the lowest seeds. And do you think the NBA should go down that road?
I think the consideration will still be there. I think that conversation is going to happen over the course of the next 2 or 3 years. I don't see it changing in that time, Kevin, but it's healthy to continue the dialogue to the point where maybe we do get there.
And Wright kicks to Kleba. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Pelicans trail by 9. And here is Ball. He's got 5. They need this one. Williams trying to break free. Ball no good. And it's Wright with the ball for the Mavericks. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. New Orleans has gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Jackson misses. Mavericks leading by 9. Lee dishes to Doncic. Williams against Porzingis. Out to Lee. Beyond the arc. Doesn't go that time. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Jackson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Clearly a foul.
The Pelicans have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. A different look for Dallas. Jackson, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Hardaway comes in for Courtney Lee. And it's Jalen Brunson in for DeLon Wright. He hits both from the stripe. Dallas leading by 7. Brunson with it. Out to Porzingis, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
So a moment now to see the story on Tim Hardaway Jr. How he performed last season. Averaged about 18 points a game last season. 3 rebounds and 2 assists. And he can play some valuable minutes on the wing for this team.
I just want to kick back and lounge here because when this guy's hot, it's a love story. And when he's cold, it's a nightmare. So sit back, get your popcorn. Let's see what he does.
Okafor against Porzingis. 6 to shoot. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Here's Brunson. And Okafor with the block. Now here's Jackson. 7 points in the game. The pass to Hart. Back to Jackson. And it's Okafor off the drive, and it's good for 2. Now just a 3-point Maverick lead.
Of all the action happening there, Kevin, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. And it's Melly with the rebound. New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. On the wing, Williams. Pass to Okafor. The kick out to Williams. Passes it to Melly. Shoots over Brunson. And the shot is long. Dallas leading by 3. On the wing, Jackson. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Hardaway has got 3 assists now in this one.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Pass to Okafor. Down low. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Dallas calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Morris checked in for Kenrich Williams. The Mavericks also with a sub. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Luka Doncic. Here's Hardaway. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. 5th on the list, the Pelicans.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
First free throw is good.
Tim Hardaway Jr. has some nights where it just looks effortless for him to get out and get 20 points. It's nice when he rebounds and passes in those games as well, showing complete game.
Drew Holiday, he's checked in for Frank Jackson. Hardaway hits them both. Pelicans trail by 5. 1:35 left in the first half of the game. And here's more outside. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got his 6th rebound on the night. 55th pick back in 2011. By any measure, E'Twaun Moore has exceeded expectations.
Most of that has come, Kevin, because he's become a much more consistent player from the perimeter. Everybody looking for those wing players that can both provide offensive spark and shooting, along with guarding at least one position, if not 2. And E'Twaun Moore is a switchable defensive player and has found a home here with the Pelicans.
New Orleans moving it around. Here's Okafor. Porzingis with the block, and he's able to get it back. 3 on the clock. Holiday with the 3. It's good from long range. Holiday's got 7 points.
And not where he earns his money, that 3-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Brunson kicks to Finney-Smith. Left side Jackson. The pass to Brunson. Shoots the 3. Drills the 3-pointer. Brunson's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now Holiday. Got it off in time, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Mavericks lead by 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, what have you liked so far from your team, and what have you not liked?
Well, I like the pace of the game. Defensively, I don't like anything that we're doing as far as dribble penetration. Too many things are happening in the lane. We got to protect the basket a little better.
Thanks for your time, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. They asserted themselves nicely in the second quarter and now have a fairly comfortable 5-point lead here at halftime. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
Well, their reserves showed up tonight, not just on hustle plays, but in points. And that's what you got to do coming off the bench to maximize your minutes.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Pelicans?
Well, they could be ahead in this game if they were taking care of the boards. More possession means more scoring opportunities. A few rebounds either way could decide the outcome of the game. Ultimately, this game will come down to who wants it more.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Pelicans trailed by 5 on the floor for Dallas. Doncic and Porzingis, the incredible forward pair. Lee out there with Wright, and it's Kleba in at the 5 down low. Out to Favors, Lee with the steal. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by Doncic.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Ball dishes to Favors. And here is Ingram. No points in the game yet for him. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Holiday. 7-point differential. Ball no good. Lee with the ball. Doncic outside, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And a chance to check out the stats for Luka Doncic. He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 21 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders. When he is in the game, a great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Outside Favors. Knocked loose. 5 on the clock. Doncic with the steal.
Great D there. Just quick hands on that one. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Favors finds Redick. Hits it from 3-point range. Redick's got 10 points in the game.
Really good decision as Redick is playing at full speed, but slows down, makes the right choice.
Back to Wright. Pass to Kleba. Shot clock at 6. Over Holiday. Kleba with the bucket.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Holiday with the 3 and another 3 for New Orleans.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Mavericks. Outside, Porzingis. Here's Kleba. He's covered by Ingram. Right, the pass to Kleba. Over in the corner, Porzingis. Over Favors. Porzingis can't hit. Pelicans trail by 5. Holiday, the pass to Redick. Tipped away, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Redick.
And let's take a moment to look at some stats for Favors. He had a strong showing last season. 9th in field goal percentage and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. Here's Wright. 7 points in the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Curry's checked in for Courtney Lee. And so Wright nails both of them. And here are the Pelicans now. 7-point differential. Ball, the pass to Redick. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Yes, that goes in. Redick's got 5 points now this quarter.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Porzingis kicks to Wright. Passes to Kleba. Dishes it to Curry. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Number 5 is J.J. Redick.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
He gets it in there. Now just a 3-point Maverick lead.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Outside, Porzingis. To the left side wing. Kleba. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. It's good. And it's 9 points for Porzingis.
Can't go in soft. You got to have intention when you go in there on the glass. And Porzingis wanted to beat everybody to the ball that time.
Redick finds ball. Outside, Favors. Pass to Redick. The pass to Alexander Walker. And it's off from 3-point range. Mavericks leading by 5. To the right side. 3-pointer. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Williams, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Jackson comes in for Lonzo Ball. And Dallas with a change here, too. Finney-Smith's checked in. Ingram dishes to Jackson. Pass to Favors. Now here's Ingram. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Porzingis with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Plays it up and banks it in. And now it's a 9-point Maverick lead.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Pass to Finney-Smith. Fires the three. And it's Melly with the rebound.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And at 6'9", Ingram is constantly on the prowl for these dunks. An incredible athlete who just finishes with ease near the hoop.
Pass to Porzingis. Got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. And one of the major pieces of the Anthony Davis trade, Brandon Ingram. Brent figures to be a big piece for this Pelicans team.
So much talk about Brandon Ingram and potential unrealized, and maybe some stability around this new organization with head coach Alvin Gentry is going to bring out the best in Brandon Ingram.
Here's Hart, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's on Porzingis. And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays, hits perimeter shots, and the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
He's off on the first. Hardaway's checked in for Dallas. And the second free throw, good. Dallas leading by 6. Brunson the pass to Kerr. Now here's Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Porzingis passes to Hardaway.
In a moment here, let's check out the numbers for Brunson. Last season's performance for him. Last season put up about 9 points a game, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
There is a bit of a feeling they're all looking to him to step up, and they know he's capable of doing it right now, just not getting it done.
That free throw good from Hardaway. And the Pelicans making a change here. Moore's checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Jackson's checked in. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And not just a long-range gunner, but E'Twaun Moore also blessed Greg, one of the NBA's best floaters.
I mean, he takes a lot of those mid-range shots, those floaters in the lane that makes them more often than not. For a player standing 6'4", the ability to finish inside, providing that counterbalance to his three-point shooting. And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor, not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Okafor is checked in for New Orleans. Here's Hart. 7 points in the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Pelicans have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
No good on the free throw. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
And they are shooting themselves in the foot here. They've lost their touch at the line. The percentage continues to drop from where it was in that first half.
On defense, the Pelicans. Shoots.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
That's tipped. Outside Jackson. And the pass to Melly. Pocket 6. Shoots over Brunson. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Melly's got his first points in this one. The Mavericks have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Pass to Hardaway. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Launches a three. And it's Melly with the rebound. Melly's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Passes it to Okafor. Now Moore. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Now here's Okafor. Guarded closer. And here's Brunson. Rebounded by Moore. Moore's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Brunson kicks to Porzingis. Back to Brunson. Pass to Finney-Smith. The dish to Hardaway. Shot clock at 5. Outside, Porzingis. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Now the pass to Hart. Pass to Melly. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Moore against Porzingis. Brunson the pass to Jackson. Brunson with it. He has 5. There's the triple. Rebounded by Hart.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had one in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. So for the Pelicans, Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Okafor, and it's Drew Holiday in for Frank Jackson. The Mavericks also with a sub. Lee's checked in for Porzingis. Second free throw, no good.
They come away with the lead, but I'm sure he's kicking himself over that last miss.
Now here's Brunson. Tipped away. Finney-Smith kicks to Brunson. They could use a bucket, and he sinks the layup. Brunson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, he's given himself a chance. 6 shots he's gotten up this quarter, but only able to convert on 1 of them.
Now here is Holiday. T right on him. And Ingram the bucket on the assist by Holiday. Ingram's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Brunson, no good. New Orleans has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half.
The 2nd overall pick back in 2016, Brandon Ingram has shown us flashes, but whether it's defense or offense, still a ways to go.
That one is off.
The team just cannot get into a groove from the free throw line. It's a common problem for them.
Ball's checked in for the Pelicans. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Wright comes in for Jalen Brunson. Good on the 2nd free throw.
Such a terrific two-way guy. Drew Holiday isn't just an offensive powerhouse. He loves to play defense. I mean, loves it.
Here's Wright. And it's Melly with the rebound. New Orleans in the lead. Here's Ingram. Stolen by Jackson. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Wright against Holiday. Wright outside. And Justin Jackson is going to pick up the foul. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. One second left. Offline. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Pelicans ahead, leading by just 2. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Favors is out there with Ingram, and it's Redick in at the 3 spot. Doncic with the steal. Got a piece of it. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Ball dishes to Holiday. The Mavericks pull it in. Doncic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish. And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. Good shot.
And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
They got to be using this timeout to think about a personnel change or a game plan change to try to slow him down.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Alvin Gentry said to his team. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game. Fellas?
Thank you, David. Bounce pass from Wright. Knocked loose and stolen by Favors. Here's Redick. Drops in the breakaway layup.
JJ doing it from all over, shooting left side, right side. He's scoring from everywhere.
Lee passes to Wright. Ingram against Jackson. To the middle. Here's Wright. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And the Mavericks lead by 1. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
Knocks it loose. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Dallas making a switch here. Curry's checked in. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And Wright kicks to Curry. Ball against Wright. Passes it to Kleba. He dishes it to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Curry. Ball's knocked loose.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Redick against Doncic. And here's the fast break. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
You just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul him.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
Pass to Favors. He kicks it to Redick. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ingram. They get it back. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The first free throw is good. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jackson. And so Favors nails both of them. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for Dallas. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Here's Kleba. Wright outside. Doncic outside. Clock at 4. Fires the 3. No good. Shot missing. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Ball against Wright. Ball dishes to Favors. Now here's Redick. Not a lot of room. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Yeah, Redick more than happy to get off the ball that time and spot the open man.
Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
For New Orleans, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Doncic against Redick. Doncic with the steal. Fast break Dallas. Doncic leading the charge. A wide open look here for Wright. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Well, for New Orleans, shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Redick passes to Holiday. Takes a 3. And Wright pulls it down. Wright's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Doncic against Favors. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Doncic. All free throws good from Doncic. The Pelicans trail. Now Ball. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And so here is New Orleans. Ingram outside. Just 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. It's not going to go for him. And it's Dallas the other way. Here's Wright. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The Mavericks pull it in. And here is Wright to the paint. No good from Finney-Smith.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Ball kicks to Favors. The pass to Redick. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
A beautiful touch from J.J. Redick on the mid-range jump shot. An efficient scoring area for Redick.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat, Greg. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Porzingis, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Curry looking around. Poked away. Favors with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Holiday dishes to Ingram. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Right against Ball. Kleber, the pass to Doncic. Shoots over Redick, and Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 16 points here in the second half. Outside Holiday. No good with the triple.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Doncic kicks to Curry. And now Redick pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Missed inside. Dallas has gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Curry with it. Pass to Kleber. Fires from deep. And it's Ingram with the rebound. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
Now here's Redick. 5 on the clock. Outside Holiday. Curry with some nice D.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more 3-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Passes to Kleber. Right outside. And good that time. Wright's got 4 points now in the quarter. Pelicans trail by 4. Ingram passes to Favors. Holiday looking over the floor. Great look, but off the mark.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Here's Doncic. Pelicans pull it in. Redick's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Maxi Kleber is going to pick up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's number 4. Definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
Dallas making a switch here. Lee's checked in. Here is Favors. Right wing. Here's Ball. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
And he is proving to be a gamer. You got to expect Ball to look to score in these critical stretches of the game.
Here's Doncic. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Doncic has got 26.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Here's Holiday. Shoots over Doncic. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Pass to Lee. They get a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Here's Kleber, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, easy call.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Now Holiday, it's a 6-point game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Inside, Favors, and then Favors with the dunk.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Doncic against Redick, and the rejection by Favors. Out to Lee. 6 to shoot. Wright outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Wright's got 7 points here in this quarter. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Pelicans. .127 left in the 4th quarter. Looking to get it going, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And really, that is a tremendous shot by Holiday there. His team really has momentum now.
Doncic against Redick. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Derek Favors. As he he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6. New Orleans has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. So the wing on the left, Ball with a wide open look. Off target with his 3.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him.
Here's Wright, and the rejection by Favors. And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer right. The shot comes out, and it's the Pelicans taking it the other way.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
Here's Holiday. Porzingis with the block. And so they foul intentionally.
Shooting 2.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Guys, a comeback probably not in the cards at this point.
Yeah, I think you can put a fork in it.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And here's Barea. And so it's Dallas winning this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Alder, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long, everyone.